Hey guys, it's your boy Swagger Life. I'm back with another banger video, and today we've got 8 more Legend League attacks for you. So let's just get right into the action without yapping too much. Now we're gonna start off with this base. Trust me, like I don't know what it is, but I feel like I always go up against like double rage compartment bases. I take it though. I'm not complaining. Now as soon as my Warden approaches this defending queen, we're gonna rage him up because that's just gonna be too much damage. You know, a cannon, an expo plus the defending queen, yeah, that's just too much damage. So we gotta be careful. Now with the help of 4 invisibility spells, my warden is kinda going to the to the wrong direction. See, I didn't really get the fireball onto the rage tower, but instead I took down the bomb hive, or did I? Was it the bomb hive? I believe yeah, I took down the CC plus the bomb hive, which is honestly good, but it was like it wasn't intentionally. I don't know if that was grammatically correct, but anyway, so then we put in the queen, the golems, as I've already done with the king and the world champion, and always I'm trying to protect my log launcher because the log launcher needs to open all of these compartments up so that I have a clear path towards the center. And then as soon as this rage tower gets activated, I'm gonna overgrowth more towards the town hall compartment because that fire spell is useless, you know, you see. So every time like you're doing your attacks in Legends or in Electro League or whatever it is, always like stay 100% focused on your attack, because you can think of so many details and that can make huge differences. And with that, like, you know, being 100% locked in is gonna lead to what I'm exactly about to show you. You have all the heroes alive in the end, time is looking amazing, and you're just demolishing bases left and right. That was insanely good. Now let's get on with the second attack, but before that guys, I just want to say, if you're new around here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the post notifications so you never miss a single video like this. I always try and upload every other day and bring you the best content possible. And also, if you want to get access to my Legend League bases, make sure to become a VIP swagger by clicking the link in the description. I always update my bases every 2 weeks with the basically new meta, updated for the meta. So thank you very much, and let's just keep on going with devouring bases. Now for this base, like my warden is probably, yeah, he's gonna get stuck on these ice golems, but I feel like he's gonna be fine 1v1ing like this monolith, because my healers are out of range of those ice golems, so they'll, you know, keep on healing them constantly without getting freezed. And then against a base like this, or against this base, I typically like to overgrowth one side of the CC, like the right side of the CC. And then I use like 3 invisibility spells to get a fireball onto that revenge tower. That's actually amazing value. So right there, that's more than enough. Hit the warden ability, use 2 earthquakes. Now that value is just too good. Now time is looking rough. It's taking like 1 minute and 30 seconds. Man, I feel like with every attack I'm always beating my personal best, you know, by walking with the warden for as long as possible, which you shouldn't do. But against a base like this, it's all good, because I mean, we're gonna devour the base no matter what happens. And then I like to, instead of splitting the base into 2 pieces with the world champion and king on one side, because they're gonna die instantly, because I have done that before. So just put everything on one side. They're just gonna walk around this base with no problems whatsoever, and I still have a rage plus 2 totem spells and an invisibility spell left. So we're gonna be able to devour these bases left and right. Now also guys, for anyone who's new, I'd like to just tell you that I'm a competitive player, so I like to upload, well, nowadays I've been uploading the golem strategy ever since they came out, because they were so good and I still believe in them, and you have proof for yourself. But also I like to just, you know, get right into the action without you know, yapping too much about intros or whatever it is. So that way you don't have to wait and, you know, listen to content that is basically not relevant. So I like to just get into the action and do voiceovers of my attacks, of what I do and what I can do better, and try and give you tips and tricks. So yeah, make sure to subscribe. Now take a look at this base. If I get a fireball onto that like that bomb hive in the center, that's gonna be huge value, and I only need one earthquake. But for that we have to let the warden work, and also I'm gonna rage him up pretty soon. And then I'm gonna use one overgrowth for one side, either the right side or the left side. It depends on where the warden is going. And then we're gonna use like maybe 3 to 4 invisibility spells to get a fireball where we want it, and then probably divide this base into 2 pieces because there's not a lot of damage like the previous base. So there we go, that rage was, and always try and be aggressive with your rage, guys. So don't just, you know, rage the healers up. Try and be aggressive with your rage, and by that I mean always try and put the rage in front so that it covers the warden as well. That way the warden is basically working faster. There we go. 3 should be enough. That was beautiful value. That was insane. Now I did miss my first earthquake, which I probably could have, you know, covered everything in that core. But it's all good though. I mean, being greedy and saving one earthquake is not gonna do, you know, me, no, it's not gonna do me any good. So I'm just gonna use the earthquake because that multi-inferno tower is actually pretty deadly if it catches your healers. And then I divide the base because I let my warden work for a lot of time, and I divide the base that way I don't time fail. And then, I mean, we've got 2 totem spells left, a freeze plus an invisibility spell, and I still get like, yeah, the queen ability which I just popped, the king ability which I also just popped, and the royal champion ability which I also just popped. And I'm gonna basically swag that invisibility spell, and we're gonna demolish this base as well. My god, bro. Like, I still don't know why people just switch from golems. Like, why would you do that? They are still broken. They are literally breaking the game. Now take a look at this base. I gotta be honest, before I was really like concerned about this and also we're attacking John Deere, bro. So before I was like really concerned about these bases because I was like, there's no fireball value. But trust me, a lot of times it's not about the fireball value. So just take a look at this fireball value I'm gonna get. I'm only gonna take down the multi-gear tower plus the CC, which is more than enough. With the right approach, I mean, the fireball is not really, you know, the biggest game changer against these bases, against bases that are really spread out with like 0 fireball value. So always going into an attack with that mindset, is pretty huge. You know, it's a W play. You always have that confidence. Now take a look. A lot of times you really gotta, like, you know, be 100% locked in. So I really want my warden to take down this revenge tower. With that, I'm gonna use my invisibility spells to my advantage, so that every time the warden basically locks on, see, I'm gonna invis again so that he can redirect and target that that revenge tower. See guys, if this is not like, you know, like 200 IQ plays, I don't know what is though, but all these small details, they make huge differences. And never be greedy with your spells, use it as wisely as possible. And then I'm gonna divide the base. So the reason why I divide the base is because my king is I'm gonna be patient with my royal champion for a little bit. I mean, I guess I was, and then basically funnel the upper side with that baby dragon as you just saw. Now the monolith is in the center, but with the help of my royal champion ability, we're gonna be able to use here rocket spear, and for that I need to use my king ability so that he can clear all these trash buildings on the outside. And that way my royal champion can lock on to that monolith. So I have 10 rocket spears left. And also take a look at 200 IQ play again, bro. I used my invisibility spell so that my royal champion could lock on to that monolith, bro. Like, I don't know, I gotta be honest, bro. I'm really like, I'm on fire against the and like today I was on fire, bro. I was 100% locked in. I was using 100% of my brain capacity, and when you do that, it's gonna lead to what you're literally seeing in front of you, you're gonna demolish bases left and right, bro. Now, if this strategy isn't crazy, I don't know what is, bro. But you have proof for yourself. That was also beautifully done. Now, take a look at this base. I mean, no worries, bro. As soon as, or yeah, as soon as you see double rage compartments, always go for a fireball onto one of them. Basically, rule number one. Rule number two, after the fireball, don't just instantly put in your queen. Let the warden work so he can make better funnels. That way, you reduce the amount of risk, or you reduce the risk of your queen splitting and stealing your healers. That's rule number two. And rule number three, I mean, I don't know, just don't try and be greedy with your spells, and just, yeah, that's basically, I don't know what else to say, but you get the point. And also, you can just put in like cleanup troops, like I just did with that minion. You can funnel before my main push get there. So I'm gonna freeze. You gotta be really like careful, and you gotta be patient, and also cautious. But now I'm gonna see my basically no chance of my queen. Like there's no way she's gonna turn around and go and target that fire spitter, go around that wall compartment. No way, because I've made a really good funnel. And then we're just gonna be basically like really cautious and look over our main push and see the warden. Like, I don't know, bro, how is my warden getting targeted? Like, the stupidity of this game. I mean, I say this all the time, but see, he's dead. He's already dead. But when I lost my warden, I gotta be honest, I felt like I knew I wasn't gonna like fail, because I have done the same approach and I have lost the warden before on bases like this, or on a base like this, so I wasn't really concerned. But still, I mean, having the warden alive in the end would be much better. That way, you know, you can show off your attacks and showcase the power of the strategy. But if the warden does stupid stuff like that, like just walks around and basically triggers every trap and is basically like the favorite target of every defense on the map, yeah, it's pretty rough, bro. You don't know what to do. But I still got the royal champion left with the king ability, and the queen is doing an amazing job. Though, yeah, I think she was fighting a wall. So the king ability is gonna get popped, but yeah, no worries, man. I mean, we still got, yeah, this base is literally getting devoured. So my royal champion is gonna go down because she's really low on HP, and those Teslas actually make like, or deals a lot of damage, and my queen is basically getting rotated away from those defenses. So but we're still gonna get a 3-star, which I'm more than happy for. Now take a look at this base, guys. This base can actually be annoying, but I'm gonna be patient and I'm gonna just go for what I like to do. Like, I would really like to get a fireball onto that revenge tower, but for that I have to let my warden work for quite some time. And then, you know, when you let the warden work for a lot of time, for like beyond 1 minute and maybe like 10 seconds or even 1 minute, like that's the mark, that's the rule, then time risks always, or time fails are always like above the 70%, 90% mark. And that way you somehow have to try and divide the base with the king and the royal champion on one side. So I also need to rage my warden up. Soon he's gonna be in a lot of damage, but also because I need him to speed the process up. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of feel like I was kind of like early with that rage spell. I kind of wasted that headhunter as well, I'm not gonna lie. But take a look, so 1 minute and 55 seconds, I've already gone beyond the 1 minute mark. And now I really gotta, I have to use an overgrowth for this to work. I need to use an overgrowth. There's basically, it's that simple. Now I'm gonna use the invisibility spells. Oh my god, that third invisibility spell was not even needed whatsoever, but it's just better to be safe. Now 1 minute and 30 seconds, wow, like Yeah, do not try this at home, bro. Like, try and always let the warden work for 50 for a minute maximum, tops a minute. But if you happen to go beyond the 1 minute mark, like I just did, divide the base. That's the only way of not time failing, bro. Now the good thing is my queen is actually going into the inside, which is like I'm more than happy for that, because otherwise I might have, I don't know, I might have one starred, but at the same time, yeah, thank God the queen just got lured back because of those skeleton traps. So I'm more than happy, bro. But I mean, still, like this attack is looking insanely overpowering. I've got all the heroes alive. So, oh, the royal champion just went down, which is unfortunate. But I still got the king ability left. There we go. That bounce on the monolith was huge. Now, see, time is the only issue right here, but I'm still gonna get a 3-star in. That queen going into the core was a huge clutch. Otherwise, I would have time failed 100%. Because the golems are pretty slow, and losing the warden in the end with that raged aura, or without that rage effect, yeah, it's pretty hard, man. But thank God we still managed to get a 3-star with 2 heroes alive, which is also like insanely overpowering, because I still got like 3 golems left. Now take a look at this base. Again, double rage compartments, bro. But I take it, I'm more than happy. So I'm trying to get a fireball onto like the rage tower. That's pretty obvious. And then going into that town hall or that monolith compartment with the log launcher, use the overgrowth for the other rage compartment as soon as it or the other rage spell tower as soon as it gets activated. That was a good fireball. I got the value I wanted, and now I'm just gonna try and protect my queen. So you gotta be careful of those bombs, man. Like, they are really annoying, and I am gonna do just that because my healers are soon gonna, you know, be in a straight line, uh, or lined up against those bombs from the bomb hive. So always try and protect those healers, man. And this is what I mean, like, for you to succeed, a lot of times you really need to like pay attention and be 100% locked in. But see, still I'm doing it, and when overgrowthing like I just did, always try and overgrowth so that you have something going into the core. Because if you don't, yeah, it's gonna be pretty rough if you have everything working towards the the top side or around the overgrowth, the rage compartment. But thank God I had my queen with her ability, and she's just gonna be able to just wreck this. Now I had to use my total spell so that we could take down that Dragon Duke, because he's pretty deadly. Thank God my giant literally one-shotted those Teslas, and he triggered the tornado trap, which is more than appreciative. And we still got a lot of golems left. Like, take a look at that horde of golems, bro. They never die. They never go down. And I still got the king ability left. I used it at the 92% damage dealt overall damage dealt mark. 92% is basically the percentage you want to use the king ability. And this is also looking like overpowering, considering like we have, I think all of the golems left. So that was 7 attacks, and let's just get into the final attack of the day. There we go. Man, see, like, my biggest concern against or with the strategy is these bases, bro. I hate these like spread out bases. They are so annoying, bro. Like, there's no fireball value. Like, please tell me, someone, how can I get a good fireball value against a base like this? So I just put in my warden on one of those flanks and I try and get as much value as possible. And now this is proof to you that The fireball against these bases, keep in mind, against these bases, alright? Not against every base, not against double rage compartments. Sometimes against double rage compartments, but like 99% of the time against these bases, bases that are spread out. The fireball is not the biggest game changer, or is not the biggest difference. There's another word for it. I'm just trying to come up with it. Like, it's on my tongue, but I've forgotten the word. Or the difference maker, but yeah, that's the word. So the fireball is really not the difference maker. But see, I just went for like a simple fireball, and somehow my warden is not like. The good thing is, I'm happy that my warden did not follow. Oh, now he's following. Well, that was so stupid. Why did I say that? Because him locking onto that multi-inferno tower is actually huge, because those multi-inferno towers are out of reach. So, I mean, I wish he took down one of those multi-inferno towers. But then again, if you can take down everything, if you can get a good final in, I mean, this base is not going to be able to fight back, even though if it's so spread out. And the log launcher is so good against a base like this. See, it's opening every like wall compartment up. It's dealing damage to those defenses. And see, that's why I get a good final in. My queen is gonna walk towards that compartment. Unfortunately, I don't have her ability left. I think I accidentally pressed her ability. I think I remember this attack. But I'm still being patient with my overgrowth, because I want to overgrowth those deep backend defenses as soon as they get activated. And we can activate that invis compartment by using the king ability really soon. Right now would be a good time, because I know it's gonna get activated no matter what. And now we're gonna use the overgrowth. So now all we have to do is fight the heroes and the long shot, the defending heroes and the long shot. My queen going down is not the biggest, or is not a good thing. That's what I'm trying to say. But the king is also gonna go down. But thank God I've got so many golems left, and 2 healers, I believe. So they are, still healing. At the same time, time is looking rough. 25 seconds left. Alrighty, so can we do it? I don't want to spoil anything, but what do you think, guys? Can we do it? It's pretty obvious. With 30 seconds left, with all of golems, we are gonna do it. So, thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys.